Getting the right foundation to match your skin can definitely be a hassle, and this can determine whether your makeup is going to come out looking flawless or flawed. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to match your foundation to your skin. And trust me, this video and these tips are beginner friendly, so you just want to stick around to the end. If you're new here, my name is Katie, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, there are 5 basic things that you need to understand and kind of know before determining the kind of right foundation for you to choose whether you want to do online shopping or you want to do a walk-in store kind of shopping thing. And yes, I said online shopping. A lot of people might kind of frown at this, but not all of us has the chance to like do a walk-in shopping all the time. So while doing online shopping as well, you want to speak to like a personal shopper or whoever you're shopping with. Try to get some tips and have a one-on-one conversation with your shopper. So after learning these tips, to help you and guide you on how to speak with your personal shopper to say, oh, I have this kind of skin tone, I have this kind of skin type, I have this type of undertones, because these are the things that we're going to be learning in this video. Now, the number 1 tip is to know your skin tone. Now, these skin tones falls into 3 major categories, which are 1, light skin. That is, you're a very light person. When people see you, they say that, oh, this person is a light skin person, right? That is the first one, which is the light skin tone. And the second one is the fair or tan skin tone. I would say a caramel skin tone falls into this position. It's in between the fair and the light. So if you're in between, you have a tan skin, then you're considered. I could pass for a fair skin, a tan skin, sorry. And then the third category is the dark shiny skin lady. That is to all my dark chocolate girls out there. Now, there are a lot of other skin types that falls in between these categories, but these are the 3 major categories, which are the light skin, the fair skin, and the dark skin. So you need to first determine which category you fall into. This will help you to know, once you walk into a store and you're seeing a foundation, that if you're light skin, you shouldn't be going to the dark skin section, or if you're fair skin, you should be going into the extra light skin section. That is the first step. The second thing you need to know before determining the shade of your foundation that would fit you well is to understand your undertone. Now, undertones are quite different from skin tones. Undertones are what will determine whether you have like a reddish pink kind of skin, or a warm skin, or a mixed skin for that matter. Now, there are also 3 ways or 2 ways. Let's just stick with 2 ways so that we're not going to complicate things for ourselves, since this video is meant to be beginner friendly. The first way to determine your undertone is to check the color of your vein. Now, if you look at the color of your vein on your hand here, for those that are able to see their vein, the color of my vein here, it's greenish in color, which shows that I have a warm undertone. That is my own undertone. Do you understand? So when you go to a personal shopper, or if there's somebody you can meet with in the walk-in store and they ask you what's the color of your undertone, you understand, the first thing you need to do, if you don't know it offhand at that moment, is to check the color. Remember this video and check the color of your vein. If it's green or bluish purple, or you can't really determine whether it is blue or purple. So like I said, if you have a greenish undertone, it shows that you have, if you have a green vein, it shows that you have a warm undertone. If you look at your own vein and it shows that you have a bluish or purple vein, then that means that you have a red or pinkish undertone. Do you understand? If you have a bluish or purple kind of vein, it shows that you have a red or a pink undertone. And if you can't really determine whether you are bluish or greenish, you've stared at your veins for hours and you can't really determine, or you can't figure out the color of your vein, then it might mean that you have a warm or a warm and a red undertone that is a mixed undertone. You're in between the two. And also the second way to determine your undertone is to see the way gold or silver jewelry fits you the most. For somebody that has a greenish undertone, which is the warm undertone, like I said, like myself, gold jewelries looks really good on me. Like, it pops out my color, it looks bright on me, it flatters me a whole lot. And for those that have a bluish or purple kind of undertone, you would figure out in most cases that silver jewelries look flawless on you most of the time. Why? If you have a mix of warm and reddish or pink undertone, you can always switch between a silver and gold jewelry, determining you see that they usually pop on you whenever you put them on. The third thing you need to know is your skin type. This is really important, most especially in getting the right foundation for you, and in helping your makeup look flawless, and even in determining the other products to buy with your foundation. Now, there are three major types of skin. We have the oily skin, the dry skin, and the combination skin. If you have a oily skin, you will notice that most of the time your face is usually oily, or it produces more oil than any other person in the room. Now, if you have a dry skin, you notice that your skin is always dry, especially your face. There is the need to moisturize often and often. And if you have a combination skin, it falls in between being dry and being oily. Now, for myself, I have the combination skin. That is, this side of my face, outside my T-zones, are usually very dry, but the T-zones themselves produces more oil. So that is an example of a combination skin. Some people, it might be one part of their face is oily, producing more oil than other part of the face. And for some people, it is seasonal. In this particular season, they have dry skin. In another season, they have oily skin. So it's just a matter of understanding the type of skin that you have, so that it will help you to determine the kind of foundation you want to get, whether it is matte for somebody who has a oily skin, or it is a warm or cream foundation for somebody that has a dry skin. And if you have a combination skin, you can definitely work with both. And it will also help you to know the kind of concealer that you want to buy, whether the kind of setting spray, the kind of blush you want to apply, and other things. These things are really, really important in helping you to determine your foundation, and of course how your overall makeup look is going to come out. Now, to the fourth step. The fourth step is where the real action is, which is matching after getting your foundation. All of those steps before now is to help you to know what kind of foundation you want to buy. Like, okay, this is the foundation I want to buy because I have an oily skin, or I want a foundation that has a red undertone because I'm this, I have this undertone, or this is my skin type, and all of that. Now, the fourth step is to do the swatch test. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of us make is that we walk into a makeup store, we want to get a foundation, and we're matching it to the back of our hands. Sis, that doesn't work. I don't know if you can even tell the difference between my face and my hand right here in this video. It's almost a complete different shade. So what you want to do is that you want to match your foundation to your jawline. And this is because the jawline, this line is closer to our face and is also closer to our neck, because you don't want your face looking very different from your neck, and obviously you don't want your neck looking very different from your face. So right now I'm going to be bringing out different shades of foundation. Do a swatch test on my face so that you can see what I'm really talking about. Now, as you can see, I have with me 3 different shades of the ZCal Even True Concealer, and just by looking at this foundation, I'm sure that if you have learned something from this video so far, you will know the kind of foundation they are for, whether it's for a warm skin, a dark skin, or a light skin, or a fair skin, whatever that is. These are the 3 different colors which I'm going to be trying on my jawline. Like I said, we don't want to match them to our hand. We need to match them straight to our jawline, which I'm going to be doing right away. So this is in the shade ZCal Tan, while this is in the shade Mocha. and this is in the shade Cacao. I don't know if you can see that right now. So we're going to be doing a swatch test for each of them. We're going to be trying them on my face in this video. So we have the first shade here. I know you can tell already that that is a no-no. And then we have the second shade. And then we have the third shade. Now I'm just going to mix up one more shade. I could definitely get away with this shade right here, but I just want to mix out a shade that is exactly my skin tone, which is what we're going for. I don't have the third foundation here for the sake of this video. Really sorry guys, but I'm going to mix that out so that you would see the difference basically. So I have the last shade with me here, which I'm just going to, can you see that already? As we can see that the first shade that I applied is definitely way too bright for my skin, and we don't want that. If I go ahead with this and blend it to my skin, I'm definitely going to be looking like a clown, because it doesn't match with my neck, doesn't match with my face, doesn't even match with my skin. So that is definitely a no-no, and I'm going to be cleaning that off right now. The next shade is this right here. I don't know if you can see it. Now you can see that this shade is definitely too dark for my skin tone, so definitely doesn't match. If I apply this to my face is going to look really dull, dark, and we don't want that. Okay, so it doesn't match with my face or my neck either way, so that is also out of the way. Now the remaining two shades, like I said earlier, I can get away with it if I apply it. But if we also look at it very closely, you can see that this shade matches more with my face and my neck. And even if you can see right here that this side of my neck is a bit darker than the whole part of my neck, and you know, my face, I have hyperpigmentation right now, so this right here would match better with my face and my neck. It will be in between, while this, if I apply this, I might need to use more of contour and bronzer to just make it come back to looking like my skin basically. So we're going to take this out of the way as well while we apply this color. Now if you see, if I use my hand to, oh my god, Ezekiel dries really fast guys. If I use my hand to blend it out here, you can see that you can hardly tell the difference from my face and my skin itself. So that's what you want to do. And some foundation also oxidizes, that is, it becomes darker after applying it, for maybe just after applying it and like blending it in. But before you get the actual foundation, you can just use your hand to dab it in like that, leave it for about 5 minutes, and you see whether it comes out nice or it actually oxidizes. That is, it becomes dull after a while. You don't want to get all those type of foundation, or you get the shade that I just cleaned before this one in that foundation, so even if it oxidizes, it still matches your skin. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to apply this shade of my foundation on all my face so that you can see the difference and what we've been saying since the beginning of the video. I just used my hand to put, because I really want to go for a light foundation, so I'm just going to use my hand to do this first, then apply with my brush. So you just want to gently tap it in and blend. Blend down to your neck a little bit so it doesn't look, everything flows in from your face to your neck. Can you see how this just looks like I didn't apply anything? This is really perfect, like the exact shade of my skin. And I'm just going to do that for the rest of my face. So we're just gonna wait for 1 minute and see if this foundation oxidizes or it's going to remain the same. So 1 minute is over and we can see that this foundation still looks the same. I don't think it got darker or anything like that. I think it's still the same as the way I applied it. So these are the things you also want to look out for while getting your foundation. And the last thing, of course, but definitely not the least, is to do a natural light check. Like once you apply it, you want to do like just quickly go outside, look at the window with your mirror and see if it's the correct shade to your skin. Like after applying your foundation, you quickly go to where there's a natural light or a good light to see if it's actually your skin tone, if it's matching your skin, or if you need to blend it well, or you know, there are a few loopholes here and there. So I hope that these tips have been helpful so far. The first thing is to understand your skin tone. The second thing is to understand your undertone. The third is to understand your skin type. The fourth is to do a swatch test, that is match the foundation to your face and your neck. And of course the last is to do a natural light check. So I'm just going to go over now to finish up this makeup and come back to share, of course, my pro tip to you who are looking to get your foundation and some things to look out for. All right, thank you so much for staying through to the end of this video. Now here is a bonus tip. If you're a light skin person and you already have a foundation that is a bit darker than your skin tone, no problem. All you need to do is apply a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin to brighten up your face and, you know, bring more life back to your face. Whereas if you're a dark skin tone person and you already have a foundation that is lighter than your skin shade, all you need to do is to apply a concealer that is the exact shade of your skin and apply more bronzer to tone it down and make everything look more even. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click in the comment section below your what you want to know, or your foundation struggles so far, or any makeup tips or tricks you want me to share with you guys again. And also don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much once again. This is Katie and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.